My friend, before we begin, I want you to take one slow breath, in and out. Let your mind become soft, like still water. Now let me ask you something. In your home, which object do you think quietly shapes the flow of wealth and well-being for your family? Most people will point to the front door, the altar, the safe, or even the wallet. But very rarely does anyone look toward the kitchen, and even fewer look toward the refrigerator. Yet the fridge is the place we return to every single day. It is the silent altar of nourishment, the keeper of warmth, care, and the feeling of we have enough. Some families open their fridge and feel peace. Others open it and feel stress they don't even notice. That subtle difference becomes the difference between a home that welcomes abundance and a home where wealth slips away like water through open fingers. Today, I will show you why the refrigerator is one of the 3 core energy centers in your home, and how placing just a few small, intentional items on top of it can completely transform the flow of prosperity in your life. And listen carefully, because at the end of this teaching, I will share one simple principle, just one, that if you apply it correctly, will stop your wealth from leaking away. Before we continue, place your intention in the comments. I welcome abundance into my home. And if you feel connected to this journey, like, share, and subscribe, so we can walk this path of wisdom together. In Feng Shui, nothing inside your home exists without meaning. Every object, every corner, every placement carries a current of energy, either supporting your life or quietly draining it. The refrigerator, though ordinary in appearance, belongs to the metal element. And metal is the element of gathering, storing, holding and protecting resources. It is the vault, the treasury, the point where wealth is not created but kept. When the metal element is strong, resources stay, opportunities stay, money stays. But when it is weak or neglected, abundance becomes unstable. It enters but does not remain. Now, let us look through the lens of Buddhist psychology. There is a teaching called ahara, meaning nourishment. Not just nourishment of the body, but nourishment of the heart, of the mind, of the spirit. What we feed ourselves is not only food, it is also the emotions we allow, the thoughts we repeat, the environment we live in. The refrigerator, then, is more than storage. It is the altar of nourishment, the place that represents how we allow life to support us. Consider something simple. When you open your fridge and see it organized, fresh, and respectfully cared for, your whole being feels a subtle sense of peace, a quiet knowing there is enough. We are supported. We are safe. And when the fridge is nearly empty, chaotic, neglected, even if you are not aware of it consciously, the nervous system enters a state of lack, a feeling of we must hold back, we must tighten, we are not secure. This is why 2 households with the same income can live very different emotional lives. I have seen homes where the wallet was full, but the fridge was empty, and the family always felt poor. And I have seen homes where the income was modest, yet the fridge was cared for, nourished, respected, and that home felt full of life. Because the real feeling of abundance does not begin in the bank account. It begins in the place that feeds your family. So remember this: when the refrigerator is full, clean, and loved, the energy of the home says, I am provided for. I am capable. I am worthy of receiving. But when the refrigerator is empty or neglected, the home speaks a different message. I am lacking. I do not believe I deserve more. And this belief silently shapes destiny. This is why I always tell my students, if you want to see the true Feng Shui of a household, do not look at the decorations. Look at the refrigerator. 1. The jar of rice or sea salt. Now, we begin with something so simple that most people overlook it. A small jar of uncooked rice or natural sea salt. In Asian tradition, rice is not just food. It is life. It is the symbol of nourishment, continuity, and the quiet dignity of being supported by the earth. Salt, in turn, has been used for thousands of years to purify energy, absorb negativity, and restore balance. Where rice feeds, salt cleanses. Together, they create a field of protection and abundance. This is why the first item we place on top of the refrigerator is a jar of rice or sea salt, because the refrigerator is the altar of nourishment, and this jar becomes its guardian. How to place it? Choose a glass or ceramic jar, not plastic. Plastic blocks energy and holds stagnation. Fill the jar halfway, not full, because growth needs space. If you wish, add 1 clean coin to call wealth, or 1 bay leaf to open luck, or a pinch of cinnamon to warm the energy of abundance. Then place the jar quietly on the back left corner of the refrigerator's top surface. In Feng Shui, this is the wealth position, where resources are gathered and protected. Hold the jar in your hands for a moment before placing it down. Breathe. Say softly from your heart, "May this home be nourished in all ways." Mistakes to avoid. Do not use plastic containers. Do not let moisture enter the jar. It represents wealth decaying. Replace the salt every 1 to 3 months. Replace rice if you see mold or dullness. The jar must stay alive. Why this matters? This is not superstition. It is intention made visible. When this jar is placed with care, the home says to the universe, "I welcome support. I choose to be nourished. I allow abundance to stay." And abundance always responds to where it is welcomed. 2. The scarlet star plant, Guzmania. Now let us bring something alive into this space. The scarlet star plant, also known as Guzmania, is a radiant symbol of prosperity, renewal, and rising life force. Its vibrant red blossom resembles a flame that does not burn, but warms, a flame that awakens vitality and joy. In Feng Shui, red represents activation, movement, the awakening of luck. And when this gentle flame sits upon the refrigerator, the altar of nourishment, it creates a bridge between what sustains you and what uplifts you. Rice and salt protect the home, but Guzmania invites growth. It says to your environment, not only do we have enough, we are ready to flourish. How to place it? Choose a healthy, thriving plant, not one struggling for life. Place it in a red or gold pot, colors that amplify the energy of prosperity. Then, gently set it on top of the refrigerator. Either center to energize the whole home, or back left to enhance wealth specifically. If you wish to deepen the intention, Slip a small blessing note or coin under the pot, not inside the soil. Let the energy sit beneath the roots, where intentions form. Water the plant as needed. Ensure it receives gentle light. Do not forget it. Abundance must be supported, not assumed. Mistakes to avoid? Do not place a dying or weak plant. A struggling plant reflects struggling energy. Do not use a black, gray, or dull pot. These mute the plant's prosperity field. Do not let dust gather on its leaves. Stagnant dust equals stagnant luck. Why this matters? A living plant in the kitchen changes the air itself. It reminds the home life continues, growth continues, hope continues. I often tell my students, the energy of a home follows the direction of its living things. If something in your home is growing, you are growing too. The scarlet star is not loud. It is not dramatic. It simply glows. And that gentle glow is enough to call prosperity closer, day by day. 3. The blessing box, a home for money to rest. In Feng Shui, we do not simply earn money. We must also learn how to hold it. Many people work hard, very hard, yet the money they receive slips away as quickly as it comes. Not because life is unfair, but because the energy of wealth retention has not been awakened in their home. This is where the blessing box comes in. It is a small box, but a powerful symbol, a message to the universe that says, we are ready not just to receive wealth, but to keep it. How to place it? Choose a small box made of wood, ceramic, or decorated cardboard with care. Do not use plastic. It dulls the energy. The box should be red, gold, or deep earth tones, colors of stability and prosperity. Inside the box, place a few clean, unfolded bills, not crumpled, a small handful of coins, and most importantly, a written intention from your own hand. For example, may wealth stay in this home and be used with wisdom and kindness. Fold this note gently and place it at the bottom of the box. This becomes the foundation of your financial energy. Then place the blessing box on the top left or center of the refrigerator. This aligns metal storage with earth storage, with earth tactical, and fire activation. Together, these elements anchor wealth. Mistakes to avoid. Do not fill the box with random change. Chaos invites chaos. Do not mix receipts, debts, or reminders of stress. Keep the money clean, flat, respected. Wealth responds to how it is treated. Why this works? Money is not just currency. Money is relationship. When you show your money respect, when you give it a safe place to rest, it begins to trust you. And when money trusts you, it returns more easily. I often say, wealth does not stay where it is feared or ignored. It stays where it is welcomed with care. Let this little box be that welcome. 4. Citrine, the stone of clear prosperity. Among all the stones that support abundance, citrine is the one I hold in the highest regard. Not because it is rare, but because its nature is honest. Citrine does not shout. It does not demand. It does not promise miracles. It simply aligns your mind with clarity, and clarity is the birthplace of true wealth. In Feng Shui, citrine resonates with the metal element, the same element of the refrigerator itself. Metal is structure, precision, decision, stability. When your mind is clear, you make wise choices. Wise choices are wealth. In Buddhist symbolism, the golden color reflects awareness, discernment, and the capacity to turn intention into reality. This is why citrine is called the stone of manifestation. It strengthens not just your finances, but the mind that guides them. How to place it? Choose a natural citrine, not a dyed or heat-treated imitation. Hold it in your hand, gently. Feel its warmth. Then, place it on a red or gold cloth on top of the refrigerator, preferably in the center or back left corner. Before you set it down, whisper softly, "May my decisions be wise, my heart be steady, and my life be guided by clarity." This activates the stone through you, not through superstition. Mistakes to avoid. Do not place citrine in a dark, forgotten corner. It needs light. Do not place it near a broken or cluttered appliance. Clarity cannot sit in chaos. Do not use citrine as a wish stone. It is not for asking, but for aligning. Why this matters? Money is not won by chance. It is shaped by the clarity of your decisions, the steadiness of your emotions, the direction of your mind. Citrine strengthens the inner wealth, so the outer wealth has somewhere to land. I often tell my students, fortune does not come to those who chase. It comes to those who are ready. Citrine makes you ready. 5. The three-legged money toad. There is a small creature in Feng Shui lore that has carried the symbolism of wealth for centuries. It is known as the three-legged money toad, or Tiam Ta. To many, it may look like merely a decorative object, but to those who understand energy, it is a guardian of fortune. According to legend, this toad was once a spirit of greed, hoarding gold and causing suffering to others. But after encountering a great sage, it repented and vowed to repay its karmic debt by bringing wealth to households who live with integrity and care. So the money toad does not simply attract wealth, it protects it. It ensures that what comes into your life does not slip away. How to place it? Choose a toad that has 3 legs, not 4, sits on a bed of coins, and holds a coin in its mouth. This symbolizes wealth arriving and remaining. Place the money toad on top of the refrigerator, but the direction is crucial. The toad must face inward, toward the heart of the home, never outward toward the door. Why? Because facing inward means we welcome fortune to stay. Facing outward means we send fortune away. If you wish, place a small red cloth beneath it. Red awakens the energy of prosperity. You may also circle a few coins around it, representing community and continuity. Mistakes to avoid. Do not place the toad facing the main entrance. This pushes wealth out. Do not let dust gather. Dust symbolizes blocked fortune. Do not treat it as decoration. It is a symbol of intention. Why this matters? Wealth is not only about attracting opportunities, it is also about holding, protecting, and honoring what you already have. I often tell my students, it is easy to earn money when your heart is strong. The true challenge is learning to let money feel safe with you. The money toad teaches exactly that. It is a reminder that abundance must be welcomed, protected, and treated with respect. 6. Black obsidian, the shield stone of prosperity. Until now, the items we have placed on the refrigerator have focused on inviting and growing abundance. But abundance must not only be welcomed, it must be protected. This is where black obsidian comes in. Formed from molten lava that cooled so quickly it became glass, obsidian is the stone of sudden transformation. The moment when fire becomes stillness, chaos becomes clarity, and movement becomes form. In Feng Shui, obsidian is known as the shield stone. It absorbs negative energy, neutralizes emotional turbulence, and anchors the household in grounded stability. Because remember, wealth cannot stay where the energy is unsettled. Money does not rest where there is anxiety, conflict, or fear. Obsidian does not attract wealth. It protects the conditions in which wealth can remain. How to place it? Choose a smooth, polished piece, a sphere, a palm stone, or a gentle carved shape. Avoid sharp, jagged forms. We do not want cutting energy in the home. Place the obsidian in the center or slightly left center on top of the refrigerator. This anchors the metal element of the fridge into the grounding element of earthen stability. Before placing it, hold it in your hand. Feel its weight, its silence, its stillness. Then say softly, "May peace be the foundation of this home. May what nourishes us be protected." Mistakes to avoid. Do not place near clutter. It absorbs chaos and will become heavy. Do not store it in darkness indefinitely. Allow it to receive light. Cleanse it regularly, either by rinsing with salt water, or placing in sunlight for a short time, or passing it through incense smoke. Obsidian works quietly, but deeply. Why this matters? Prosperity is not only about calling wealth in, it is also about keeping your inner world steady enough to receive it. I often tell my students, a home with peace is already wealthy. And from peace, all other forms of abundance can grow. Obsidian brings that peace. 7 Marsh Pennywort, the symbol of gentle, lasting wealth. Not all forms of wealth arrive like a sudden windfall. Some wealth comes slowly, steadily, softly. The kind that stays, the kind that nourishes, the kind that grows with patience. The marsh pennywort plant carries exactly this energy. Its round leaves resemble coins, simple, humble, unpretentious. Yet in Feng Shui, these gentle coin leaves symbolize wealth that accumulates quietly, without being lost. Where the scarlet star awakens expansion, the marsh pennywort teaches stability. It whispers to your home, there is no rush. Prosperity grows in calm. How to place it? Choose a small, healthy plant, not too large. Tiny things often hold the purest energy. Place it in a ceramic or clay pot. Natural materials help the plant breathe and stay grounded. Colors that enhance its meaning: green, growth; red, activation; gold, prosperity; or white, clarity. Set the plant on the back left area of the refrigerator's top surface, the wealth corner in Feng Shui. If you wish to deepen the intention, place 3 Feng Shui coins or a short affirmation beneath the pot. Not where it can be seen, but where the root of your intention quietly touches the root of the plant. Example affirmation: may abundance grow in this home, gently, steadily, and without fear. Mistakes to avoid: Do not allow the plant to dry out. Neglected plants reflect neglected fortune. Do not place it in darkness. Wealth needs light to grow. Do not display a yellowing or dying plant. Change or revive it promptly. A thriving marsh pennywort is a sign the home has learned to receive without desperation. Why this matters? Some people wish for wealth to arrive all at once, but sudden wealth is also sudden risk. True prosperity is peaceful. I often tell my students, a home that knows how to stay calm knows how to stay wealthy. The marsh pennywort teaches exactly that. To grow slowly, to grow quietly, to grow with confidence. The position of the refrigerator in your home. Now that we understand the spiritual and energetic nature of the refrigerator, we must speak of something equally important: where the refrigerator is placed. Because even if you activate the fridge with intention and sacred objects, if its position violates the natural flow of energy, then abundance will come, but it will not stay. 1. Do not place the refrigerator facing the front door. The front door is where qi, life energy, enters the home. If your refrigerator directly faces the door, the energy that arrives will immediately escape. This creates the pattern, money comes in, ? Money goes out. Even if income rises, savings do not grow. The home cannot hold fortune. If this is your situation, do not worry. I will soon show you a simple correction. 2. Do not place it too close to the stove. The refrigerator carries water and metal energy. The stove carries fire. When water and fire sit in conflict, the household often experiences arguments, emotional imbalance, unpredictable finances, fatigue in the body, and tension that lingers without clear reason. This is known as water and fire are in conflict, the clash of elements. If there is no space to move either appliance, placing a small wooden board or bamboo plant between them can restore harmony. Wood is the bridge between water and fire. 3. Never place the refrigerator in the bedroom. The refrigerator hums with subtle vibration and cold qi. A bedroom must be warm, soft, stable, the place where your body and relationship restore themselves. A fridge in the bedroom leads to shallow sleep, lowered vitality, emotional distance between loved ones, and long-term exhaustion of qi. The heart cannot rest beside cold energy. 4. Do not keep the refrigerator in a dark, damp corner. Darkness holds stagnant qi. Dampness holds heavy qi. Together, they slow the flow of abundance. A refrigerator in such a corner causes slow finances, blocked opportunities, and a feeling of life not moving forward. Simply adding light, airflow, or gentle incense can reopen circulation. The refrigerator is more than storage. It is the energetic lung of the kitchen, and the kitchen is the heart of the home. When the fridge is placed with wisdom, the home breathes with ease. When placed poorly, the home struggles to regulate its energy, just like the body. Now, you may be thinking, "But Master, my home is small. I cannot move things freely." My friend, do not worry. Even if your refrigerator is currently in an unfavorable position, there are simple, gentle, and effective solutions that I will show you in the next section. No home is beyond balance. No space is too small to hold abundance. Let us continue. Daily rituals to awaken prosperity. True Feng Shui is not in objects alone. It is in the way you move, the way you breathe, the way you care for the space that cares for you. The refrigerator is the altar of nourishment, so we approach it with mindfulness. 1. The mindful opening ritual. Each time you open the refrigerator, pause for one slow breath, in and out. Let your mind settle before your hand touches the door. Then, open the fridge gently, not with rush or stress. As you do, whisper softly, not to anyone else, but to your own heart. May this home always be supported. May my family always have enough. This simple intention changes the emotional signature of your kitchen. What we do daily becomes who we are. 2. The 15-day cleansing ritual. Every 15 days, choose a quiet moment, morning or evening. Open the fridge. Remove items slowly. Wipe the shelves with warm water, a gentle cloth, and calm breathing. This is not cleaning. This is refreshing the qi of nourishment. As you wipe, say in your mind or softly, I make space for new blessings to arrive. When we release stagnation, abundance has room to enter. 3. The care ritual for your sacred items. Your plant, your rice or salt jar, your crystal, your blessing box. They are not decorations. They are energetic companions. Once a week, check the plant's leaves. Are they vibrant? Replace salt or rice if it feels dull or heavy. Gently wipe dust from the money toad. Hold the citrine for a moment to reconnect your intention. Cleanse obsidian through incense or morning light. These acts are not chores, they are devotions. Why this matters? Abundance is not loud. It does not announce itself. It arrives in homes where there is care, peace, and presence. I often tell my students, when you tend to your home with love, your home will tend to your life in return. True wealth is a state of heart. My friend, I want you to remember something important. Feng Shui is not magic. It is not a ritual to summon wealth. It is the art of living with awareness, of choosing how we nourish our bodies, our relationships, our emotions, and our home. Prosperity does not begin in the bank. It begins in the kitchen, in the warmth of the meals we share, in the presence we bring when we prepare food, in the gratitude we feel when we open the refrigerator and say, "Thank you, life, for providing." When we care for our home cares for us. When we feed the family with respect, it begins to gather and stay. When we breathe slowly, live gently, and appreciate simply, the heart becomes full, and a full heart naturally attracts a full life. As I often tell my students, when the stove is warm, when the fridge is full, and when gratitude lives in the home, wealth does not need to be invited. It will find its way back on its own. If you feel the truth of this teaching, write in the comments below, I choose abundance for my family. I will read every word. And if this message has touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe, so we may continue this journey of peaceful prosperity together.